Alright, so I did a full review on the Slurp Legends pack. So if you want to see what they look like in game, how they're reactive, and all that fun stuff, I did a full in-depth video, which I'll link in the outro as well as the comments section. But that's not what I want to talk about in this video. In this video, I want to talk about something called pay to lose. So I asked my 11-year-old son, do you know what pay to win means? And he said no, he didn't. So let me explain real quick. I'll use the game Call of Duty as an example. So a few years ago, there was a game called Advanced Warfare. And in that game, you could buy supply drops. You'd open a supply drop and you'd get a random item or a random weapon. Well, some of those weapons gave benefits or bonuses to the gun. For example, one made the gun fire faster, one made it do more damage, and so on. So let's say I open one of those supply drops. I got the best gun in the game, super rare, but only available in supply drops. Then let's take a random guy who has never bought any supply drops before. He's playing the game and he just gets shredded by me every single time. Yes, if I die, he could pick up my weapon and use it, but other than that, he would never have access to the weapon. And that's called pay to win. I paid for something that other people didn't have or don't have and can only get by money. So when you go to the item shop or when you purchase anything in Fortnite, it always says at the bottom, these cosmetic items grant no competitive advantage. So that means they're not pay to win. However, nobody said anything about pay to lose, which is just stupid to even say. Pay to lose? I mean, what does that even mean? Well, let me explain. So with the new Slurp bundle, the 3 skins that you get, they're all reactive. Now, if you weren't aware how it works, every time you drink shield or gain shield, they kind of morph. They're the Ripley type character where they're made out of slurp juice. The more shield you drink, the more shield you have, the bigger your head gets until you turn into a fully fledged Ripley skin, sort of. A hybrid, I guess. And as a matter of fact, I tested this. For some reason, you get fully Ripleyed at 99 shield. You don't even need 100, you just need 99, as you can see here. But you can't turn this off. There's no styles for this character. It's simply one reactive skin, and that's it. So how is this pay to lose? Well, as you saw, when you get maximum shield or 99 shield, your head turns basically into a fishbowl. I mean, it's not really a fishbowl, but it's a huge blob filled with slurp juice, and it's really, really big. Now, yes, that does look cool, and it's a nice reactive feature, but think about it from a gameplay perspective. Let's say, let me give you this scenario. Let's say I'm roaming the map and I'm this slurp character. Then let's assume I have 100 shield and 100 health. So at this point, I would have the big, fat head. Now let's say little Timmy is coming up the same hill and he only has 50 health. No shield, just 50 health. He knows that these slurp characters have fat heads when they're fully shielded. So he climbs up that hill and he spots me and he sees my big fat head coming his way. Timmy knows not to engage in this battle. His 50 health with no shield is no match against someone fully shielded. And he knows that because he can see my fat head. If I was just a normal skin, he would have no idea how much shield I had. So that right there is a disadvantage for the person running the slurp skin. Everyone knows if you see the fat head, the bowl-shaped Ripley effect, this dude's got full shield. Now, if you know the mid-tier shield for these skins, that is when you're at 50 shield or 75 shield, if you know what those look like, you can use that as well. For example, for the Bandolette, her face starts getting a little bit fatter and her hair pulls in, so she doesn't have the long hair. So if you see that, but you don't see the fishbowl fat head effect, you know this character has at least 50 or 75 shield. And likewise, if you see one of these characters and they look as they would in the item shop, that is with no effect changed, you know they have no shield or maybe under 10 shield. So that's a huge disadvantage for the person running these skins. So what can they do about this? Well, if you remember the Bunny Wolf skin, as you can see here, she's both reactive plus selectable styles. Now let me go into this and show you. So you can pick the reactive skin, which has all the reactive features. By the way, I did a video on this too, if you want to find out how Bunny Wolf is reactive. But at the same time, you can select Neon Bunny, which is just the bunny head and it will never change, or Neon Wolf, which is the alternate reactive version, and this would never change. So why can't we do that with Slurp Bandolette, Slurp Jonesy, and Slurp Leviathan? They should have 3 different styles. The first one, which is reactive, which is just how it works right now. It'll change gradually as you get more and more shield. The second one, which would be what they look like with no shield applied. And then the third one, or the quote monster version, which would be the fathead effect. Now at the same time, I'm just thinking about this because this might be pay to win. So for example, what if I picked the monster version, which is the fathead, and little Timmy assumes, hey, this guy's got a gigantic head, he's got full shield, and he shoots at me, and let's just say I picked that one, and I have no shield at all. So that's kind of pay to win in my favor, because I'm telling the enemy that, hey, I may have 100 shield here. So I don't know, I didn't think about that. Saying it out loud like this makes it almost pay to win in my regard now. So I don't know what to do about this, because this is a huge disadvantage. I'm not saying it's a game-breaking disadvantage, but if you see someone bull charging at you, and then they spot your head, and then all of a sudden they're running away, chances are maybe they saw that you have full shield or more shield than them, and they said, hey, I'm getting the hey batter batter out of here. I'm not engaging. I don't care how good or bad this player is. He's got more health than me. I don't want to do it. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about this? Is this a pay to lose bundle? I've seen a lot of people say if they split it up into selectable styles, they would buy this just so it doesn't expose them for having shield or not having shield. But like I said, you got to look at it from the other perspective. You could be duping these enemies. If you pick the monster version that shows your fat head and you have no shield, you're projecting that you may have shield. I don't know if that makes sense, but I can see how some people could cry about that as well. So I don't know if they're going to change this at all or what they might do. Those developers, they're smart people. They could probably do something to modify this to make it not pay to win or pay to lose. So we'll have to cross our fingers and see what they do. I mean, when I reviewed this bundle, I thought I would hate it. I thought it would be absolutely terrible and it would be stupid and these 3 skins were garbage. But no, it's actually really cool. I enjoy all 3 of these skins. And again, if you want to see my full thoughts and comments, check out the video I'll link in the outro. But I think something needs to be done. It's definitely pay to lose right now. But again, let me know in the comments. I've seen a lot of posts on Reddit about this, and I have the same feeling that I don't want to project when I do or don't have shield, because that is quite a disadvantage for you, as I've mentioned several times. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated. And if you plan on buying the Slurp Legends pack, don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is Tabor time.